The air was thick with dust as Alex stepped into the abandoned hospital. His flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows on the peeling walls. He had heard stories about St. Augustine Asylum, tales of patients who were never truly cured, of whispers that floated through empty hallways long after the last doctor left. The entrance hall was filled with overturned gurneys and rusted wheelchairs, their wheels frozen in time. Faded patient files lay scattered across the floor, their ink smudged, as if someone had wept over them. A broken sign dangled from the ceiling, its letters barely visible. Ward C. Alex hesitated. Ward C was where the worst cases were kept. The stories claimed that long after the hospital shut down, the screams still echoed through its walls. He tightened his grip on the flashlight and pushed forward. The hallway was unnaturally silent. Every step he took stirred up dust, and in the quiet, it felt like the building itself was breathing. He reached the first room and peered inside. A single rusted bed stood against the wall, its mattress torn open. Chains dangled from the headboard.
Ow.
On the far side of the room, a mirror was cracked in the center, its web-like fracture reflecting his own face in distorted pieces. A sudden noise made him spin around, a whisper, faint, like a breath against his ear. "Help me." The hairs on his neck rose. He shone the flashlight down the hall, but nothing moved. Just the empty beds, the peeling paint, the silence pressing in on him, and the whisper came again, closer this time. "Help me." Alex's pulse hammered. He took a step back, but his foot struck something. He looked down, patient file, untouched by dust, as if someone had placed it there moments ago. He picked it up, his hands trembling. The name on the cover was barely legible beneath dried bloodstains. Patient 134. Subject still sees them. Subject still hears them. Treatment unsuccessful. A chill ran through him, turned, ready to leave. But the hallway ahead of him was different. The decay was gone. The lights flickered a sickly yellow. Distant scream echoed from deeper inside the ward. The hospital was no longer abandoned. Alex tried to run, but the door he had entered through was gone. Instead, rows of beds lined the corridor, and shadowy figures lay beneath the sheets. Their breathing was labored, ragged. One by one, the figures sat up. They were all looking at him,